I keep having all these epiphanies, and my current epiphany, I've actually thought about this before. I've written about it. I don't know if I've ever made a video on it. And I want to preface this with, for entertainment purposes only, but there is some truth here. In Los Angeles, when I think about who has access to the most IP cameras, I think about Metro, Los Angeles Metropolitan, LA Metro, whatever the fuck the bus, MTA, Metro Transit Authority. They have multiple cameras on every single bus. Not only every single bus, they have them at the bus stops, the train stations, on the trains, intersections. They have access to those cameras. I don't know how much of that's true. I don't know how many cameras they have access to, but I think if you were to try to look up and see who has authorized access to the largest IP camera network, I would say that Los Angeles Metro, at least for the area that I live in, has the largest number of cameras up that they have access to, that one person has access to. You want to know something else that's a coincidence? Allied Universal Security is the security company that Metro uses. So what does that mean? That means that Allied actually has access to the largest number of security cameras in Los Angeles. Now, put all of this together with what I've been trying to tell you about gang stalking. Don't anybody ever come on my page ever again telling me that I'm schizophrenic, that it's psychosis. Don't do that, because you make yourselves look stupid, and I'm going to start posting more facts. All I need to do is to get to the head names that are connected. It's a networking thing. So there's someone in high power at Metro who's connected with someone in high power at Allied. They've teamed up. They know about the network that's harassing me. They're feeding the network information. That's how people know where to find me. When I cannot tell you, I've tried to leave the bus drivers out of it for the longest time because that's my mode of transportation. But when bus drivers are telling me not to tap, me specifically, they tell other people too, probably people they know are gang stalkers. But Los Angeles, in order to get more buses, they need the riders to tap their cards. If they are trying to portray me as a person who doesn't pay my bills, it makes perfect sense as to why the bus drivers will wave me past. But I make sure I tap my card every chance that I get. One of the reasons that the bus service is declining is because people don't tap their cards. People who are gang stalkers don't tap their cards because tapping their card is going to put them on the bus with their target, and that's the last thing they want to do. How much does Los Angeles Metro know about gang stalking? I have a feeling it's more than you would ever imagine. More things that connect all of this harassment. Let's get there. So my sister's boyfriend, I'm so excited about this. My sister's boyfriend's mom is a retired Metro bus driver. Last Christmas, and this is the information that I don't need to share, but these are the people who put me into this. These are the people who added to the fucking traumas in my life. So I'm going to talk about it. After Terrell put his hands on my ass and whatever, got into the argument, said he's going to kill my dog, etc., etc. My niece had come to me before that even and told me, I don't feel safe at home. So whether or not that was a setup, whether or not, I don't know how smart my niece was back then to like take someone's instructions to tell me that they don't feel safe at home as a way, like, that would be very coordinated, wouldn't you say? Or she's really scared to be at home because something bad is happening at home. And her father is dead now because I don't know if this is why, but I have a feeling that it could be related. And part of the reason why my sister went so hard to try to attack me, so hard that she joined a bicycle group and told everybody there that they could benefit off of attacking me or whatever. But anyway, the day immediately, as soon as my niece had told me that she felt scared to be at home, all these fucking thoughts ran through my mind, like, what's going on there? I can think of a few reasons why you would be scared, because I've had some of Terrell's friends, they forced me to drive him home when I was drunk, and the only place I knew I could make it was to my house. I wasn't going to be driving all over to take someone home, then drive home when I'm drunk. So they forced their friend to come back to my house, and in my state, he was able to take advantage of me. I didn't want to have sex with him. He forced himself on me. So for me to know that there are adult men that hang around my sister and her kids that have every ability to do that to me, it's happened more than once. I do not put it past them to have done something like that to kids. Well, I gotta say, for entertainment purposes only, because I'm not trying to ruin people's lives who don't deserve it, but there are facts that need to be brought to people's attention. They run a track organization for little kids. So a grown man touching a grown person in that manner would make me very worried about having my kids participate in a group sport with somebody like that. I have known my sister my whole life, but I don't know her. I would not leave my kids, if I had kids, with her. So, adding to all of this, I told her children's father that their youngest child does not feel safe in their home. And what happened the next day? He came from Washington and he showed up at their doorstep. And they had their conversations or whatever, and all is said and done. And years later, months later, years later, whatever, Fred's dead. Fred's dead, and they ruled it a suicide, which is what they're trying to make it look like for me. I don't know if Fred was still using drugs. The last time I saw him, we just smoked weed together. That's it. I've never seen Fred use drugs around me. Fred died from a gunshot wound. But Fred was about that life. Fred was a gangster. Fred, my sister, has always been involved with people. Fred, Pyru blood. Her current baby daddy is a Crip. Makes me think about Kristen, who used to talk shit about Mexicans and married a Mexican. Are these people child predators? Are these people child predators? And that would make a lot of sense as to why I got put into a revenge system, because I tried to save one of the children that they have predatored on. So they want to take me out because I am the closest that they've come to getting busted. Does that make more sense now? So now I want to ask anybody who's anywhere close to my sister, or who has knowledge of her, or who has access to her. I don't want to do it through the Gang Stalkers program. Maybe this is the same way that it started. I would like to know what she's doing behind closed doors. Because the sister that I know, I'm nothing like her. I follow the laws. After I turned 18, I think when I was 21 and I had to renew my license, I had a ticket that I got when I was 18 years old come back to haunt me that I had to actually settle at 21 years old in order to renew my license. And since then, I haven't done shit to get me in trouble. But this whole time, all these people following me around are acting as if I'm as much of a felon as my brother, who has a convicted record of crime, like drug offenses, theft, burglary, robbery, whatever. I don't know what's on my sister's record, but she's got one as an adult. So, of my mom's 3 children, I have the most integrity, and I can say that honestly. I can say that honestly because I can't lie. I can't lie for several reasons. I can't lie because I have the world following me, and I can't lie because that makes me feel mentally ill. To tell a lie and then have to cover it up, I feel like the stupidest person ever. So I will always tell you the truth. You can ask me if you look fat, and I will tell you the truth. It's as simple as that. And it won't be, you look fat. It's going to be, Well, I've actually watched what you eat, and I know that you could be skinnier. That's autism. That's blunt fucking honesty. So all of these things, I say all of this to say, Metro has a lot of cameras. Allied Security is watching Metro's cameras, and every single building I've worked in, and pretty much any building in Los Angeles. So out of anybody who could be aware of someone's location, I think your best bet would be asking Allied. Check your cameras. Celeste was found in a neighborhood that was monitored by what security company? I don't know. I'm asking, and I would be very surprised to see if it was also Allied Universal. If it's Allied Universal, the same people following me around every day, stalking me and harassing me, have 100% knowledge about what happened to Celeste. If you find this video and you have knowledge of these things, you're one of the people trying to take me out. If you find this video and you are like, damn, that bitch is right, start asking fucking questions. Start asking questions. Go apply for a job at Allied. That's my next step. Because I want inside information now. I probably will never get hired, but who knows? If they are watching my YouTube as closely, they are. So I know they're not going to hire me, but 100 jobs, I'll apply for 100 jobs until I get one. It's simple as that. I have a strong feeling, for entertainment purposes only, that the person who has the most authorized access to the cameras that are up all over Los Angeles is also involved in all of these mysterious female trafficking, unalivings, all of that. They make you, I was made a targeted individual before I even knew it. 2000. In the year 2000. Around then is when all of this started. So all I want to say is the only thing about me that's changed, aside from giving up all the toxic shit in my life, including toxic friends, is my hair in the back. I got a gray patch. It's like a really gray patch now. Aside from that and my hair being short, I don't feel much older than 18. I may even post my prom photo so you can see the people who started this.